The first night of fasting feels different. You turn off the lights, lie down, and expect sleep to come easily, but it doesn't. Your body is quiet, yet your mind is awake. The room feels still, but inside you something has changed. This is the moment when fasting begins to touch your sleep. For months or years, your body has followed a routine. You eat dinner, blood sugar rises, insulin flows, and your system gently prepares for rest. Food has been a signal, a message telling your brain that the day is ending and it is safe to relax. But tonight, that signal never comes. As you fast, insulin levels drop lower than usual. Without insulin guiding energy into storage, your body switches gears. It begins searching for fuel, turning inward instead of outward. This shift triggers alert hormones like cortisol and norepinephrine, chemicals designed to keep early humans awake, aware, and alive during times without food. Your body is not confused. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. In ancient times, fasting didn't mean danger, it meant opportunity. When food was scarce, humans became sharper, not sleepier. Awareness increased, focus improved. Survival depended on staying awake long enough to find the next meal. That same biological program activates now, even though you are safe in your bed. So you lie there, eyes closed, but sleep feels lighter. You drift in and out. Small sounds feel louder. Thoughts appear more easily. This isn't insomnia. It's adaptation. Inside your body, stored sugar, glycogen, is being used up. As those reserves drop, your metabolism begins a quiet transition. Fat-burning pathways start to open. Cellular sensors notice the absence of food and send signals that change how energy is managed. Your brain, sensing this shift, stays slightly alert. It doesn't know you're fasting by choice. It only knows that food hasn't arrived yet. Hunger waves may pass through your body, especially late at night, but hunger is not constant. It rises and falls like a tide. Each wave carries a message. The system is recalibrating. With every hour, your body becomes more efficient, more flexible. Sleep during this phase may be shorter or lighter, but it's not wasted. Beneath the surface, repair mechanisms are warming up. Stress response systems are training. Hormones are learning a new rhythm. Many people mistake this stage for failure and stop fasting here, but this restless night is not a warning, it's a doorway. Your body is letting go of dependence on constant feeding. It is learning how to rest without sugar, how to survive and soon thrive without late-night meals. The first nights of fasting test patience, not health. They remind you that real change often begins with discomfort. What feels like restlessness is actually preparation. Something powerful is starting inside. And this is only the beginning. After a few days of fasting, something shifts. The restless nights begin to fade and your body stops resisting the absence of food. What once felt uncomfortable now feels natural. This is the moment adaptation takes over. Your body is incredibly intelligent. When it realizes that fasting is not a threat but a pattern, it rewires its priorities. Energy is no longer wasted on digestion late into the night. Instead, resources are redirected inward to repair, balance, and renewal. One of the first major changes happens quietly. Growth hormone levels rise. Growth hormone is not just for muscle or height. It is a master repair signal. During fasting, especially at night, growth hormone surges to protect muscle, preserve energy, and accelerate cellular repair. This hormone works best when insulin is low, and fasting creates exactly that condition. As growth hormone increases, the body enters a deeper recovery state. At the same time, inflammation begins to fall. Constant eating keeps the immune system mildly active, forcing it to respond to repeated spikes in blood sugar and metabolic stress. When food is removed for extended hours, the immune system gets a break. Inflammatory signals calm down, tissues begin to relax. This reduction in inflammation has a powerful effect on sleep. Inflammation disrupts sleep architecture. It prevents deep stages of rest and keeps the brain partially alert. As inflammation drops, the barriers to deep sleep are removed. Your body can finally sink into rest instead of hovering above it. Sleep now feels different. You fall asleep faster without forcing it. Your sleep becomes heavier but not groggy. You wake up less often during the night. This is not just more sleep, it is better sleep. Inside your brain, a remarkable process is underway. During deep sleep, the brain activates its cleaning system, often compared to a nightly rinse cycle. Metabolic waste, stress chemicals, and damaged proteins are flushed away. Fasting enhances this process by lowering nighttime glucose and insulin, allowing the brain to focus fully on repair. Neurons communicate more efficiently, memory circuits strengthen, emotional centers stabilize. The mental fog many people live with begins to lift, not suddenly but steadily. This is what real recovery feels like. Your nervous system shifts into parasympathetic mode, the state responsible for healing and regeneration. Heart rate slows, breathing deepens, the body stops scanning for danger and starts investing in long-term health. Even dreams may change. Many people report clearer, more vivid dreams during this phase. This is a sign of deeper REM sleep when the brain processes emotion and stress. Importantly, this reset does not come from sleeping longer hours, it comes from sleeping smarter. Fasting removes the metabolic noise that normally interrupts rest. What once felt like deprivation now feels like clarity. Your body is no longer negotiating between digestion and recovery, it has chosen repair. This is the deep reset, the stage where fasting stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like alignment. Sleep becomes a tool for healing, not just an escape from fatigue. And as your brain continues its quiet repair each night, the benefits begin to extend far beyond sleep. The foundation has been rebuilt. Beyond deeper sleep and physical recovery, fasting delivers a benefit most people never expect. It realigns your internal clock. This hidden effect may be one of the most powerful changes fasting creates, not just for sleep, but for your entire day. Your body runs on a precise timing system known as the circadian rhythm. This internal clock controls when you feel awake, when you feel tired, when hormones rise, and when they fall. Light influences this clock, but so does food timing. Every late-night meal sends a signal to your brain that the day is not over yet. When you stop eating late at night, that signal disappears. As fasting becomes consistent, your body begins to understand when the day truly ends. Without digestion keeping the system active, the brain is free to release melatonin, the hormone responsible for initiating sleep. Melatonin is not a sedative, it is a biological signal that tells every cell in your body that it is time to rest. With fasting, melatonin release becomes stronger and more predictable. Instead of lying in bed waiting for sleep, you feel it arrive naturally. Your eyelids grow heavy, thoughts slow down, sleep is no longer something you chase, it comes to you. This alignment affects more than bedtime, morning becomes different too. When your circadian rhythm stabilizes, waking up no longer feels like being pulled out of deep water. You open your eyes with clarity instead of confusion. The brain transitions smoothly from sleep to wakefulness. Cortisol, the hormone that helps you feel alert in the morning, rises at the correct time without anxiety or jitteriness. You wake up sharper, calmer, and more focused. This is the upgrade most people never connect to fasting. They expect hunger, discipline, or weight loss, but what they gain is rhythm. Their body stops fighting itself. Late-night eating often fragments sleep without you realizing it. Blood sugar spikes during the night cause micro-awakenings. Digestion raises body temperature when it should be dropping. These interruptions prevent full recovery even if you stay in bed for 8 hours. Fasting removes this friction. By allowing the body to cool, slow down, and follow its natural timing, sleep becomes continuous and efficient. You may sleep fewer hours but feel more rested. This is a sign that sleep quality has improved. Over time, this rhythm extends into the daytime. Energy becomes more stable. Afternoon crashes soften or disappear. Mental focus lasts longer. The constant cycle of stimulation and exhaustion begins to break. This is not about restriction. It is about respecting biology. Fasting restores a pattern your body recognizes, eating when the sun is up, resting when it goes down, repairing while you sleep, waking when the system is ready, not when an alarm forces it. This is why fasting doesn't steal sleep. It upgrades it. Sleep becomes deeper because it is aligned. Morning becomes easier because it is timed. And your body, no longer confused by constant input, begins to function with quiet precision. The hidden benefit of fasting is not just better nights, it is better days. And once your internal clock is restored, sleep is no longer a problem to solve. It becomes a natural result of balance.